In this video, I'm going to share with you how I keep my skin plump, radiant, and super hydrated during the cold winter months. I'm going to start with cleansing my skin. I don't want a cleanser that's going to strip moisture from my skin, but I do want it to clean my skin. I'm going to start out with this Fig Cleansing Balm. So I'm going to scrape out a nickel size amount. I'm going to heat it up in my hands, and then I'm going to apply it directly onto my makeup. So what the makeup balm is going to do is break up all the makeup and dirt on my face. So I'm just making sure I get all the makeup on my hairline, and it even works on eye makeup. So now with clean, damp hands, I'm going to go over the balm again. By adding the water, it's going to activate the balm to help release the makeup from my skin. So I'm going to take a damp towel and just wipe off all that makeup and all that makeup balm. And you can see all that makeup came off. So I'm going to double cleanse because I want to make sure that there isn't any residue still left on my skin. So for this, I'm going to use the Elemis Omega Rich Cleansing Oil. And I'm just going to apply it all over my skin. It's just going to make sure my skin is super clean before I go on to my skincare. And then I'm just going to rinse it off. My next step is to exfoliate. You do want to exfoliate the dead skin cells even in winter, even though it's cold outside, because you want to get the new fresh skin cells to come to the surface. The exfoliant is designed to strip away that top layer, but it also strips away that natural barrier your skin has that protects it from the elements. If you're noticing that your skin is becoming more dry, or if it's becoming itchy or feeling tighter, then I would recommend decreasing the frequency in which you're using your exfoliants in order for your skin to hold on to more moisture. So I have very sensitive skin and I have rosacea on my cheek area. So I have to be very careful what type of exfoliant I use on my skin because I don't want to irritate it. I'm going to use the Dr. Dennis Gross Universal 2-Step Alpha Hydroxy Daily Peel. So what's nice about this is that this is a more gentle exfoliant that you can use daily. So I'm going to start applying the product at my forehead. I'm going to do my chin area. I'm going to do my neck and my chest area. And the last place I'm going to put it on is my cheeks because I have rosacea and it's sensitive there. Step 1 of the package. So this is the exfoliant that's going to take away the top layer of the dead skin cells. It's recommended this should only be on for 2 minutes. So you just want to do a light layer on your skin. Very careful to keep it away from my eyes because I don't want to put any of this around my eye area. I'm going to do my chin area. All our skincare should also be the neck and the chest area. You don't need to go over this numerous times, just a very light layer. So I do have a timer here. I put it on for a minute because I'm only going to leave it on my cheek area for a minute, and I will leave the rest of it on my face and my chest and neck area for the full 2 minutes. Step 2 of the package, and I'm just going to gently deactivate the exfoliant. And if it's the first time you're going to try anything like this, I would recommend starting at 30 seconds for the first time you apply it. And then if your skin seems fine with it, go up to a minute on the next one, and then a minute and a half up to the 2 minutes. 2 minutes are up, so I'm going to do my forehead. May have a little bit of redness, but that's fine. It's going to go away. It's not going to last very long. And my chest area. If you guys could feel how soft and smooth my skin feels. My cheek area feels really soft. I don't feel any bumps on my chin area. And my forehead, it's like glass. It feels super smooth. So now that my skin is fully cleansed and exfoliated, we're gonna move on to hydration. I always start with a hydrating mask. I'm gonna use the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Facial Barrier Mask. Just gonna shake it out a little bit to get all the pieces out. Apply it starting at the nose. Just gently pat it in, avoiding the eye area. I've been using this mask all winter, and I have to say it's one of the best masks I've used to put in really good hydration into the skin. Just want to make sure that all my skin is covered. There's always product left in the sheet package. So I'm going to take the rest out and apply it to my chest and to my neck area. I want them all to age at the same speed, or I want them to not age at the same speed. I do take whatever's left over and apply it to the backs of my hands. So the mask is going to stay on for 20 minutes. I'm going to take my jade roller. I'm going to gently roll the product into my skin. So if I were to do this when I first put the mask on, all it would do is squeeze out all that wonderful skincare and it wouldn't soak in. So now after waiting the 10 minutes, it's already started to soak into my skin. So this way we're going to get every last drop of that skincare, of that hydration into the skin. I'm just going to gently roll off the mask. Massage in any leftover skincare. Again, my skin feels so soft, so smooth. I do not rinse this off. I leave this on. I'm going to sleep in this all night. But my skin is just so glowy, so smooth, so hydrated, and now so plump because of all that hydration I just put back into my skin. It just looks amazing. So my next step is a facial oil. So the facial oil I'm going to use is from Farmacy. It's the Grail Ultra-Hydrating Facial Oil. The facial oil is going to seep into those fine lines and wrinkles and just smooth everything out. I'm just going to press it into the skin. I watched a dermatologist talk about pressing the skincare into your face. I just thought when you got a facial, it was something bougie that the facialist did. Turns out that's the correct way to apply your skincare. So imagine if you took a sponge, scrunched it up, put it in a large container of water. When you let it go, the sponge would absorb all of the liquid. Your skin is exactly like a sponge. By pressing down on your skin absorbs more of the skincare and it actually penetrates a deeper layer of the skin. It does take a little longer to apply your skincare, but it's totally worth it. I've been doing it for months now and I can definitely see a difference. So while the facial oil is absorbing into my skin, I'm going to move on to my under eye area. I'm going to use the GMC Medical A.G.E.Eye Repair. So I'm just going to dab a little bit under my under eyes. It's just nice to give my under eye area a little bit of love at the end of the day. After spending all day staring at my computer, staring at my phone, this just adds some much needed hydration. So for my last step, I really want to lock in all of that moisture and hydration. So I'm going to use a moisturizer that's thick and super emollient. So I'm going to use the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair Cream. This final layer is going to lock in the moisture, it's going to lock in all the hydration, it's going to lock in that oil and the ceramide that we put on. It also helps to restore the skin's barrier and help protect it from the elements. This final step is what's going to keep my skin looking youthful, young, plump, radiant. Gorgeous. So this is what my skin looks like after all the products are applied. So my skin just has this nice radiance to it, a super pretty glow, and it feels unbelievably hydrated and super plump. So that's how I keep my skin looking plump, radiant, and super hydrated.